Hello all, welcome to the next video here in the Onion Man's Rooftop Tuatikau Caravan of Treasure. Sometimes barred. The streak continues as it always will. And we're looking at some more WWE Elites. In the previous video, we took a look at the Jimmy and Jay Uso figures. Jimmy was part of the top picks line, and then Jay was a part of that SummerSlam wave from last year. This time we are taking a look at the Series 103 Roman Reigns and the 104 Solo Sikoa. So pretty cool. Kind of completing out the bloodline here. We're still missing, in my opinion, a Sammy Uso. I think a Sammy Uso would be awesome. I feel like they announced that when it just hasn't come out yet. Feels like a little late to the party with it, but oh well. Anyway, the Usos weren't bad. I think the Jimmy Uso figure would have benefited from a different body mold being used. I thought the Jay Uso figure fit pretty well. I've heard similar things about this Solo Sikoa, that they should have used a different body mold. I haven't seen this in person yet, so this is going to be my first time like holding one and being able to tell you if they should have. Based on the way it looks in box, it looks like it probably could use a different body mold, so we're going to find out. And this Reigns, this is the first Reigns I've bought in years. I don't try to get, unless it's a wrestler or a character, like whether it's comic books, whatever, that I really like. I usually don't get multiple figures. I like Roman Reigns a lot, but so many Roman Reigns figures of the same damn figure, there's no reason to get it, you know what I mean? So the last one I got was, I think, a different top picks one, like when he first turned. Like, I remember he turned heel, he came back, turned heel, and just like a couple of months later, they already had like his first, like, fully bearded head sculpt and everything, and it had the arrive, win, leave, or whatever. I think that's the shirt it came with. So I haven't bought a Roman Reigns since then, and so here we are with this one. I figured it was time to finally update the Bloodline Roman here and see what happens. We're definitely going to do... We'll do Sikoa last. We'll save Sikoa, since that seems to be the more controversial figure here. We'll open up this Roman. It's Series 103 Roman. If you've seen one Roman, you've probably seen all the Romans. And I'm not talking about the Roman Empire. We got the almighty Bobby Lashley. I've seen that figure. That figure is actually really dope. Roman Reigns, you got Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits. We got Stardust, which I've also seen. I saw Stardust. And Liv Morgan. That's pretty funny. I remember for a while there, they were like, that Stardust isn't going to come out. Like, and then it kind of did. Oops, sorry. I'm getting used to this new stand here. There we go. Okay, let's get Roman open here. So this is also based on SummerSlam. Interesting. Okay. SummerSlam 2022, though, not 2021. Who did Roman face at 2021? Is that him and Cena? I don't remember. Oh. He's been champ for so long, it's all starting to muddle together. Ooh. Okay. So not a whole lot going on here. Like I said, if you've seen one Roman figure, you've kind of seen a lot of them. He comes with a red gloved hand and a closed fisted hand. We've got a mic holding hand and a pointing hand, which is good, because I think one thing that I did not mention about the Uso figures that they would benefit from is a pointing hand. Sadly, they did not come with pointing hands to do the acknowledge thing, or we the ones. So that sucks. But what's great about this is if you want to do them with the one pose, I'm just now noticing this as I'm looking at it, you can keep Roman's gloved hand in that one pose. You can take his non-gloved hand, give it to one of the other Usos, and then same thing with Solo Sikoa. Give Solo, you can give Solo the taped hand so it matches, and then do the untaped hand and give it to the other Uso. So you've got enough pointing hands to do the Usos and the Bloodline stuff proper. It's just that the Usos didn't come with them like they probably should have. Now, that being said, I'm 100% sure those pointed hands probably came in the Ultimate Uso set, the box set. And in that video, I talked about why I didn't buy that box set. It was just too much money to drop at the time. So I'm sure they came with their own, but still. I'm still waiting for us to get a Roman figure with the new belt. I want the new belt in toy form. I don't think that's been announced or done yet. Has it? Has there been like an Ultimate Roman that's come out since then? I wouldn't be surprised. But I do. I want that belt. I want the new Undisputed belt. Sorry, I'm trying to get this cut open. There we go. Alright. Cool. So instead of that new belt, he comes with, which at the time is fair, the SmackDown Championship. The what did they call the championship? Was this the Universal belt? It was, right? Because it used to be red, then it was blue. So yeah, he comes with the Universal Championship. He does not come with the WWE Championship yet. Ooh. That was an interesting pop in the torso. Sorry, just getting them all kind of... This is definitely like, if you've seen one Roman, you've seen them all. I think it's kind of funny. Even more so with a character like Roman. Like, the boots are still wonky. They've always been wonky on him. My thing was just wanting a Roman with an updated head sculpt. I know this one's been out for a while, but I was real... We get so many Romans, I just hadn't pulled the trigger on one with a better head sculpt. The lei fell off. He comes with the red lei. So there you go. And then you have him. Again, it's a decent likeness. I actually don't think it's a great likeness. I think it's a good likeness. Good, not great. He also might be a little overly jacked. I know Roman's a big guy, but he's not as cut as this. That being said, though, he's got the updated, like, red gauntlet glove thing here. He still has this. Still has, like, the kind of paramilitary shield gear on. I feel like they could do better and update this into, like, the kind of... I don't think he really wears track pants, per se, but you get what I'm saying. He wears something a little bit different nowadays. Overall, though, I think it's solid. Again, I feel like Roman figures are one of those things. We get so many, and yet so many of them seem so off. He does stand well, so there's that. Overall, for the Roman figure, I like the updated head. I finally got one. I know that head's been around a while, but for me, that's the first time I've gotten a new one. I don't know why he just came with one belt. I think you could have easily released them with both, and it would have been okay. I'm not saying immediately do the main belt, because it would have been too soon. This was probably already in production by then. But, yeah. That, I think, still no update to his pants and his ring gear. Thumbs in the middle on this figure. Again, for what I'm using it for, as a quick offshoot bloodline thing, it works. In the grand scheme of things, do I think this is a perfect Roman? No, I don't. I think we could still get a better Roman. And Solo Sikoa. So here's our Solo Sikoa. First time in the line. Which I think is actually true, right? He didn't have a basic before this. So, yeah. Solo is an interesting man. In terms of, like, this character. I feel like at one point he could have been the one to, like, break off and do the thing, like Jay did, like Jey Uso did. But there's something interesting about Solo Sikoa's persona and the way he, like, where so many of the Bloodline broke character, he was able to kind of stay in character, even though he did break a couple of times. So, yeah. But I do like him. Recently, his big showdown with John Cena was amazing. The way, like, he just got a dominant win over Cena. Like, that does so much to help, like, a young guy's career. Like, I actually kind of, I've always had a respect for John, but it kind of made me think, damn, he's really serious about putting these younger guys over. So here are his alternate hands. Again, there's the pointing hands in there. Switch those out with a couple of the Usos, and they all got pointing hands now. So, hey. He's got a couple twist ties. Twist ties be damned. I have scissors. Okay, you got that one. You got that one. Okay. Alright, let's see what all the fuss is about this figure. First thing, right off the gate. Yeah. I'm just laughing because it's true. Anyway. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Oh, he's got some stiff knee joints. Try to fix those out of here a little bit. So he's got like the towel. It is a solid plastic piece. I think a cloth towel would have been cool, like a little microfiber towel or something. But it works for what it needs to be. His little Taz towel. Second thing, he does come with the We the One shirt. He's the only figure out of all these Bloodline figures that has a shirt. You got the We the One shirt. That being said, does this come off like an old shirt? Like one of the normal old shirts? It doesn't have any... It does. It doesn't have any Velcro on it. Uh-huh. That being said, let's go ahead and lift up the shirt a little bit here. I'm not going to take it off. That'd be too struggling right now. This is the body we got. I can agree it's not good. Solo is easily the most wide-bodied, big-boned of the Bloodline, if you will. He's big. He's a big boy. And this body mold does not do him justice at all. I think they got the legs down. Like, the legs look a little thicker. The arm size is good. The head sculpt is actually really nice. He looks a little bit like his brothers, but that's because he is their brother. And they just kind of botched this body mold. I don't know what it was. It looks almost like they just took one of the Uso molds and stuck it on here. As a matter of fact... You know what? No, they got his tattoos accurate. I was going to say they even reused some of the tattoos. No, his tattoos are accurate to him. That's fair. Okay, fair fucks. He needs a wider body. I think that the kind of body we've seen lately on some of these, like I recently opened up like the Harley race figure. Like that would have worked, or like the Gunther body. You know what I mean? Something like that. Not the skinny body or the Walter body, if you will. I think that would have benefited this figure way more. But as is, it's disappointing. I gotta say, it sucks that they got so much right and yet one major thing wrong. He is shoeless, so there you go. His feet are taped up, but he stands well, so can't complain. This foot's ankle is stiff as hell. And there you go. Alright. There is our Bloodline. If you want to kind of see in a comparison, there's Jay. And then there's Jimmy. All in all, like, that's the thing about this. They look great together like this. It's just a matter of each one has little issues with it. I think the best one out of the bunch is probably the Jey Uso. I think they got the body right down. The face looks good. The head scan looks good. He looks pretty good. Roman, I just feel like there's not enough update going on with these Romans to make them worthwhile anymore. And then these two need new bodies. If they had more accurate upper bodies, they'd be perfect. So not a perfect Bloodline set by any means, but it's one that'll get the job done for your figure photography or anything. And that's it. That's it for the video. Roman's figure in this one, I'm going to give, like I said, a thumbs in the middle. It's just kind of once you've seen one Roman, you've seen them all. And for the Solo Sikoa, I'm going to do the same thing. Thumbs in the middle. I don't know how they got that much right and yet still had one glaring big problem with it. It's just disappointing. I guess if I were to rank these all together, the only one I gave a thumbs up was the Jey Uso. So as a set, like if you're just putting these random Bloodline figures together as a set, which they're not supposed to be, but that's what I'm doing here. I think it's a thumbs in the middle set as well. It sucks. I'm sure one day we're going to get some crazy 6-pack of fucking figures that's like a Walmart exclusive or something. And it's going to come with all 4 guys in the Bloodline, a Paul Heyman, and a Sami Uso. Like, we're going to get some crazy pack at some point. But that's it for this video. If you liked the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. You do not have to if you don't want to, but as always, I appreciate anybody who does. And yeah, I don't know what's next. there's a lot of stuff. That's kind of it wrestling-wise for now. I think I've gone through most of my wrestling stuff I needed to unbox. A lot of cool Marvel stuff, some Batman. I got a couple of Figmas I could open. So, yeah, we'll see where we go from here. But I'll catch you guys on whatever the next one is.